The most fearsome alien mercenary, I warn you, never hunt humans. The tavern was loud with laughter and clinking glass, but when Crack's Thull entered, silence rippled through the room like a shockwave. He was a legend, the Vorkan mercenary, battle-scarred and towering, with a plasma blade on his back and the mark of 100 victories etched into his armor. Every bounty hunter in the Outer Rim knew his name. Every general who had crossed him regretted it. But tonight, Crax didn't walk with the swagger of a killer. His stride was slower. His eyes, dark, reptilian, carried something no one had seen before in him. Fear. He ordered a drink and sat alone. A group of young mercenaries, emboldened by ego and ale, approached him. "You're Crax Thull, right? The human hunter? We heard you took on their kind in the Sol Frontier." Crax didn't respond. "We're planning to join the next raid on their colony," the youngest one boasted. "Word is, humans are easy prey. Soft. Fragile. Barely armed. You fought them, any advice?" Crax's claws tightened on his glass until it cracked. He turned, gaze slow and deliberate. "Advice?" His voice was low, gravelly. "Yes. Don't." The young mercs laughed. "Don't? What, you scared of them now?" Crax looked them in the eyes, unblinking. "Scared? No. I've fought Vorkan warlords and syndicate assassins. I've burned through the skies of Valthor 9. But humans." His voice dropped to a growl. "Humans terrify me. The hunt." He didn't want to remember, but the memory came anyway. It had started as a simple contract. A colony of humans had settled on Ragnar's Rift, a resource-rich moon claimed by the Vorkan Dominion. The Dominion wanted them removed, permanently. Crax was hired with a crew of 12. Elite mercs. Predators. Hunters. The humans numbered fewer than 40. The mission brief said they were miners and farmers, easy targets. "We drop at dawn, take out their defenses, eliminate all colonists, secure the site," Crax had said. 2 hours, no survivors. They landed in a storm. Lightning split the sky. The terrain was jagged, toxic in parts. Perfect hunting grounds. But the humans were gone. Their camp was deserted, fires still burning, food half-eaten, lights on. No signs of panic, no bodies. Just silence. "Maybe they fled into the hills," one merc suggested. Crax frowned. "No. Look closer." Everything had been arranged. Tools laid neatly, doors unbroken. It wasn't panic. It was intentional. Then the first body was found, one of Crax's own, strung upside down from a beam, throat slit clean. No scorch marks. No plasma wounds. Just a knife, primitive, efficient. "They're primitives," one merc muttered. "How?" Crax's comm crackled. Screams. Gunfire. Static. Then silence. The deathworlders. By nightfall, half his squad was gone. The humans struck from the shadows, silent, fast, precise. They used the environment like a weapon: unstable rock slides, collapsing structures, fire traps rigged from mining fuel. One of his mercs screamed as he was dragged into the darkness by something small and fast. Another triggered an explosive wire hidden beneath the mud. "They're hunters," Crax muttered. "Not prey." He finally saw one, a human woman, face smeared with dirt and ash, eyes sharp with cold focus. She moved like smoke, low and fast. Crax fired. She vanished behind cover. His shot hit a decoy, a suit stuffed with fabric and heat packs. Then something whistled past his head, an arrow, made of sharpened scrap metal. It hit one of his mercs in the throat. Arrows. Traps. Guerrilla tactics. It wasn't a battle. It was warfare, ancient, brutal, and terrifyingly intelligent. The trap. They regrouped in the old mine tunnels, 6 mercs left. Cracks ordered motion sensors deployed, perimeter defenses up. They're just miners, one merc protested. How are they? They're humans, Cracks growled. They learn. They adapt. Fast. It didn't matter. The sensors went off one by one, not triggered, disabled. The humans had found them. The lights flickered. The air grew heavy with smoke and dust. Then, chaos. Explosions tore through the tunnels. Humans moved through the smoke like phantoms, striking, vanishing. Cracks swung his plasma blade and caught one in the chest. The man fell, but not before tossing a grenade at his feet. Cracks barely escaped. His armor scorched, vision blurred. He found one of his mercs dying, whispering through blooded teeth. They're laughing, Cracks. They're laughing out there. Cracks turned and saw them through the smoke, 3 humans, watching him from a ledge above, faces painted with mud, eyes glinting in the light. They weren't afraid. They were enjoying this. The final confrontation. By dawn, Cracks was the last survivor. The human colony still stood, fortified now, defenses repurposed from his own equipment. He approached slowly, weapon ready, exhaustion clouding his mind. He expected an ambush. Instead, one human stepped forward. It was the woman from before. The one who had vanished in the smoke. She looked at him, calm, steady. Not with hatred, but with pity. You came to hunt us, she said softly. Now you understand why that was a mistake. Cracks lowered his weapon slightly. You're deathworlders. No, she said. We're humans. Deathworlders are what your kind call monsters. We just call it home. Then she turned and walked away. Her people let him live. The warning. Cracks returned to his ship alone. His armor scarred, his pride shattered. He didn't report to the Dominion. He didn't take another contract involving humans. He simply disappeared until tonight. The young mercenaries at the bar were no longer laughing. The room had gone quiet as he spoke. You think you're hunters, Cracks said, voice like thunder. But humans are the original predators. You corner them, they become something else. They adapt. They endure. They use the very air against you. And when they decide you're the threat, the hunt ends one way, with your bones buried under their soil. One of the young mercs gulped. You're exaggerating. No species is that dangerous. Cracks leaned forward, his fanged grin twisted and grim. I watched them tear through my crew with tools they built out of scrap. I saw a woman rig a lightning storm to fry a gunship. They don't stop. They don't surrender. You think you're fighting animals, but you're fighting Earth itself, through them. The youngest merc whispered, so what do we do if we encounter them again? Cracks stood, towering over them, shadows casting his face in darkness. You run, he said simply. If they give you a chance to. He walked toward the exit, pausing at the door. The galaxy thinks humans are weak because they bleed easily. But so do knives, and knives kill gods when used right. Then he was gone, leaving the bar silent. Aftermath. The mercenaries never took the human contract. Within weeks, word spread of Cracksthull's warning, of the massacre on Ragnar's Rift, of the humans who turned an ambush into a victory. And across the galaxy, the phrase began to circulate among bounty hunters and soldiers alike. Never hunt humans. No one knew if Cracks was still alive. Some said he vanished into the void. Others claimed he joined the humans he once tried to kill, training their warriors in alien warfare. But every mercenary, every smuggler, every warlord learned one truth that day. You can fight humans, but you'll never truly beat them. Because no matter where they go, humans bring their death world with them.